Welcome to Adding Dollars. In this video, I'll be going over my weekly update on the highest volatility stocks, so stocks that are paying the highest premiums for covered calls and cash secured puts. Before jumping into this week's scan, if you're new to cash secured puts or covered calls, make sure to check out the videos in the description. Now let's go ahead and jump into this week's high volatility scan. As always, I'm in the Thinkorswim platform and on the scan tab, and I'm going to be scanning the S&P 500. So let me switch this to that and then click scan. And I have a column here for implied volatility sorted with the highest at the top and then descending from there. At the top of the list, we currently have Enphase Energy, ENPH, with a implied volatility of 78% currently. This is aftermarket data, so it may change when the market opens. And let's just see what this notification is. Looks like it has earnings coming up on February 6th and is currently trading at $114.29. Let's go ahead and jump over to the trade tab and see what kind of premiums it's currently paying out. I'm going to go ahead and look at the 8 days out options. So in this case here, we're going to look at cash secured puts first. And as always, I have this column on the far right called percent premium. It's a custom column that I've added to my platform that quickly calculates the percentage profit you would make for selling a specific strike price. So this is the percentage profit based on the amount of premium you would collect for selling this specific strike price. And it also shows you the same thing for covered calls on this side. If you're interested in adding this to your own platform, check out the link in the description, where I have instructions on how to download and add that to your own platform. Now looking back at the cash secured puts, looks like we could make 1% in 8 days trading the $108 strike price and end up collecting about $104 to maybe $110 in 8 days. On the covered call side, it would currently cost us $11,429 in order to buy 100 shares, but then we could sell the 115 strike price and make about 2.76% in just 8 days, or about $310 to $315. Jumping back to the scan tab, we can see what else we have here. Let's go ahead and look at number 2. I haven't seen this one before. Align Technology with a 65% implied volatility currently, and looks like it has earnings coming up at the end of the month. Jumping back to the trade tab to see what kind of premium it might pay out. Again, looking at the 8 days out options, I'm going to start with cash secured puts. This is a more expensive stock, and in this case, you would need to sell the $270 strike price in order to make about 1% in premium in 8 days. That would be collecting about $240 to $250 in premium. But if you did end up getting assigned, you would need 270 times 100, because each option contract is 100 shares, which means you would need about $27,000 in order to purchase those 100 shares if you got assigned. On the covered call side, it would currently cost you $27,636 in order to buy 100 shares, but then you could sell the 277.5 call options and collect about 1.7%, or somewhere between $470 to $485 in 8 days. I'm going to jump back to the scan tab and look at one more stock. Let's go ahead and look at Tesla a little further down the list. Current implied volatility is 50%, currently trading at $227, so also a slightly more expensive stock relative to some of the others. And if we check out the notification, looks like it has earnings coming up on the 24th of January. Jumping over to the trade tab. And again, looking at the 8 days out options and starting with cash secured puts. Here, we would need to sell the $220 strike price in order to make about 1%, and that would be collecting about $218 in 8 days. If we did end up getting assigned, we would need $22,000 in order to purchase the 100 shares. On the covered call side, it would cost you $22,722 currently to buy 100 shares, but then you could sell the 227.5 strike price options and collect about 2.2% or approximately $500 from selling those. Jumping back to the scan tab, feel free to pause the video and take a look at the full list of highest implied volatility stocks for the S&P 500, sorted by the highest at the top and lowest at the bottom. And as always, if you enjoyed this video and want to see more of these videos, then feel free to leave a comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.